So we got set up to see who the real villains are in Akame, and a slight little hinting on our battle royale at the end of this episode, and even at the start, I gotta say, Akame's kind of making me really excited and all that to think about, like, watch some of the old series, actually. Like, Akame's kind of get me more, say, like, you know, I need to watch, like, GX again. I need to watch, you know, like, all the others and all that. Like, maybe a little bit of Xiao. Maybe Xiao can be slightly forgotten, but it's like, hey, I want to see that. I want to see a little bit of IDs. I want to see a little bit more of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And we see from the start of this duel and all that, since, you know, like, Sora was, like, having, like, literally a battle royale right now, as, like, Yuya just jumped in and said, yo, I'm going to have to step in this fight right now. I need to go in. And he was literally like just trying to freaking dodge it. Like he was just like summoning odd eyes, and literally their two dragons are resonating, and it was like just an epic ass fucking clash. And the Yudo was like, no, I'm just using my cards, trap cards, I'm not making sure you hurt. And that's the thing, he was playing fucking Sora like a fiddle. He could have used all those cards, and it was immediately known in this episode that with Sora especially, that pretty much he's just been playing with him. Yudo's been just straight up been playing with him. It's like he hasn't actually, he could have finished the duel so many turns ago, but yet he's been like playing him like a fucking fool. And it's Academia decided to return him back again. Yes, Academia, which is the thing that connects it to like pretty much GX. Since they were saying like there are 4 dimensions going on. We've got the XYZ dimension, we got the fusion dimension, we got the synchro dimension, and then we got standard, which is the current dimension that, you know, holds all, which I'm guessing that's where Pendulum was founded. It's only just got founded in the real world, and this is where it's going to become, you know, a big thing over here, like in that dimension. And, you know, one thing that we know that is connected to like GX or ZL and, you know, all the other dimensions and stuff like that is like 1, you know, especially with 1 is that Heartland, especially is with the XYZ dimension. Now, if people ever saw, you know, like ZL and all that, then you know, like Heartland is a part of there. And if you see with the fusion one, that they're on the island and they had, you know, Slifer red, you know, yellow, and, you know, like Obelisk blue, then you saw that, you know, that's connected to GX. And then as well with also the synchro dimension, we get to see that they have their motorcycles and all that, and, you know, the whole synchro something. So it's a lot very interesting that they're going to be adding that into that. Now it's like, I'm not the biggest fan of like ZL, and, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of like 5D either, but if you're going to incorporate them back into the game, that's okay, but, you know, just don't bring it too much on the nose saying, you know, oh yeah, these things happen, all that. I really don't want to start mentioning about, you know, Yuma. I don't really want to mention about Yusei and all that. Just, you know, talk a little bit about the whole universe as a whole or something like that. But it's like, it honestly feels like Academia is the bad guys. They're the ones that invaded and all that, and it seems like it was all responsible would be due to Reiji's father, like Akaba Leo. Like he was saying, like he's the one that caused everything to go down. So it makes me wonder, like, what's really going to happen to like the tournament right now? Are they just going to honestly forget about it, just go straight in and all that? Because the final rounds, I think, was supposed to be between like Yuya and like Kurosaki. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to be going on later on throughout the series and all that. But it's like, honestly, there wasn't really a lot of dueling in this episode. It was just mainly them explaining the whole situation, get to see, you know, like the whole island. I doubt that's the same island as it was in GX. It's just that they used the same template and all that, because I think they did explain in GX there are a number of islands that are like that. So it was alright. The only thing that I could really say about this episode, that it had very, very poor animation at some parts. Like some characters looked very derpy and all that, and they're just like, the way they looked was a little bit like, you know, I didn't particularly care about it. But seeing the villains and stuff like that, seeing that bit at the end where we get to see like the synchro version of Yuya and stuff like that, and, you know, he's the XYZ of Yuto, and that's kind of awesome just to see this stuff right now. But honestly, I really enjoyed this episode. I think I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think about this episode of Arcade? Did you really enjoy it? What do you think about the whole bombshells that they had? But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.